Well, quite a night for two Canadian teams. I'm talking Montreal and Ottawa. It feels like Montreal has been a big focus on this channel recently, and how could they not be? They've clutched it, they've got young superstars. They don't need too much discussion tonight, but it's going to be very, very fun to watch them in the playoffs, and they just got some major news. Ivan Demidov is leaving the KHL and joining Montreal, probably for their game on Monday. Demidov is 19. He was selected 5th overall by Montreal. For those who don't remember, in the year or two before the 24 draft, Demidov was right up there with Macklin Celebrini for a potential first overall pick. The main thing that held him back was uncertainty, especially around his KHL contract. And I looked into it. He is technically able to play in the playoffs this year because he's in Montreal's organization. The main concern was the length of his KHL contract and how long he'd be overseas, but SKA terminated it early instead of what was expected mid-May, so he's able to play. And this season led SKA St. Petersburg in the KHL with 49 points in 65 games, again at just 16. This is a guy who will probably be able to make an impact right away playing against grown men. That's awesome, and Montreal is going wild right now. Francois Legault, the premier of Quebec, was even tweeting about it. But the other big Montreal news is that they essentially eliminated the Red Wings from playoff contention tonight. Now, the Wings technically are not at the mathematical impossibility of getting in the playoffs, but like the Rangers, they're 8 points out with 5 games on the season. It ain't happening. And while that is incredibly embarrassing for the Rangers, the first team in the NHL to go from President's Trophy to not making the playoffs twice, Red Wings fans I've seen just seem so dejected. This is a team that just cannot get it together. People are turning on Yzerman, and this really was just a devastating late season slide. Their play 5-on-5 is good, especially in the offensive zone, but their finishing has been poor. They probably want more scoring from guys like Lucas Raymond, and probably another top-end forward. Either way, other young teams in the East, like Montreal, well, we see what they're putting together. 2 years ago, I said it was getting close for Detroit. I guess we'll see. However, the other piece of this puzzle is Ottawa. They've now clinched a playoff spot. The first time since 2017. I'm curious to see what the fans are like. Ottawa has a bit of a reputation for a boring barn. Honestly, I've been to a game in Ottawa. The biggest problem is just how far away the rink is from everything. It'll be much better when they get in their new place, but I think the Ottawa faithful are really going to surprise people, and they are going to be just such a fun team to watch. I'm excited to see Giroux back in the playoffs. He hasn't been in since that season with Florida. We're seeing Brady Tkachuk in the playoffs for the first time, and if you watched him in Four Nations, you should be very excited for that. I don't know, this is a team I'm really excited to watch. We know who's going to make it in the East. We're just getting some of the last-minute stuff sorted, but let me know your thoughts on all this and more down below.